Hi, Bubbas. It is Mahua. Welcome to Mahua Mondays.
Hey, I'm gay. Welcome to my day.
So today it's gonna be very personal for me. Something I don't really share much, but I do share a lot of my past with you guys. But this is like a deeper, darker of my past. Ever since I was like 14, I've carried a memory box. It's not this box. I had another box, but I like switched it to this box. I don't remember when, but I had lost it for a few months when I lived in Colorado, but I just recently got it back. So basically, this is a trigger warning. My past was dark, and I did have like a darker mindset back then. So I apologize if this is like triggering to you. You can exit the video. We don't want to trigger people. So basically, I have 3 journals. Ew, I know what that is. Even if it's like bad memories, I still keep it. Fun fact, this ring that I'm wearing right now has actually been in my memory box for a few years. This used to be a promise ring for me and one of my ex-girlfriends. But I'm not wearing it because of anything other than I want a ring on my hand. This is the only ring I had, so there's no special meaning or disclaimer behind it. I just wear it because I want to. I will not be bringing up any of my exes because I do have stuff about my exes in here. Just because of respecting their privacy, because it's not just my story. But fun fact, this is my old wallet. This is a family photo. Before we get into the journals, I'm gonna just show some photos. This is a family photo when I had long hair. And then, yeah. Gona's dumbass wore, if you pay attention to Gona's feet right here, she wore like slippers. And then, yeah, there's just a lot of, this is like for prom. Don't remember, my junior prom. I don't know, I wasn't at school. Like, that was a time in my life where I wasn't currently in school. I went with my old best friend, Lizzie. I went with her. Oh my god, this is probably one of the only photos. There's only like 3 photos that I have alone because I was a bad kid. So, I'm a little baby. A little baby. And then I keep all my cards that I get from, I don't know. Okay, that's just kind of it. Other stuff is just like exes, and I don't want to bring that up. But this was the first journal that I've ever had. As you can see, it's taped up. It's messed up because if you want to know about the war that me and Gona had, go to the Pong video and you can hear about that. But this was my first ever notebook. Actually, it wasn't my first ever. It was one that had papers like this. Then I saw this and I tore out those papers and I have them right here. This is like when I thought I could draw. And then this one was my first ever entry. Like, the first ever thing I wrote about was I was 13 and I came out to myself. I didn't know how to call it back then, so I put I'm gay/lesbian at the top because I didn't know what you would call yourself because I was 13. I was just like, I like girls. I don't know what I should label myself as. But here is the entry. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm going to just skim over it a little bit just so you get the... No one knows this, but I'm gay. I always tell people I'm bisexual, but it's only because people react different to girls who only like girls. I feel for guys, but only because I want to be like them. I like girls and I'm 100% sure about it. I guess I was scared at first when I found out I liked girls. I felt different, like I was the only one. But soon I met a girl like me. She was also different. She didn't care who knew. I saw her as a role model. I soon became more confident. I told friends, they said they didn't care, they still loved me, or they always knew. My parents still didn't know. They were the ones I was scared of. I told my siblings, and one of them told them. Gona. Once I found out, I got so scared on how they would look at me. I started distancing myself from them. I talked to my siblings, and they thought our parents already knew. When I say siblings, I mean Gona. I wasn't mad at her. I was just scared. I stopped going to family trips. I stayed in my room, blah, blah, blah. And basically, I told my parents finally, and my mom was the one that was kind of like, oh, that's a sin, blah, blah, blah. My dad was just like, I don't care. He didn't care about anything back then. So, my mom, we would go to church, and then I learned more about what Christianity was and what my mom saw lesbians and gays as. So then I tried to be straight for my mom, and then I started figuring out that I don't know who I am because I was trying to be straight. So then I hated myself even more, all that stuff. This is my first love, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, I wrote a lot about her. Quite trigger warning. This is the first time I ever admitted to the fact that I was molested by my cousin, who was, I don't know his name. I don't care about his name. I don't see him anymore. But it was him and his little friend group at the time. He was like 18, 19, and I was 7. So I wrote about that. I finally came out to myself about that. And then this is the old me. What I need. I was basically saying, what I need is real love. Confession, photo. So these were my first ever journal entries, and I put them right there. Right there. I hate that entry right there. So I used to be obsessed with the 100 and Lexa and Clark. So that's what that is about. And then I did that. It's basically their quotes. Little do they know. This was 13-year-old me writing about my family not hearing me, not seeing me, like seeing the pain I'm actually going through. They just want to see me as the kid that just makes people laugh. Little do they know I'm slowly breaking, that I'm close to losing myself. Little do they know that smile I show isn't real as they think. Little do they know I'm hurting. The rope I'm holding onto is on its last thread. I gave all that I had left to the thought of ever being happy again. I wasted so much on hope. Hope always ruins me. I hope to find love. I hope to find love and I get heartbroken. I hope to get an acting job and I get turned down. Well, look at you now, bitch. Hope is the cause of my destruction. Little do they know I hate myself. Little do they know while they're sleeping peacefully, I'm tearing myself apart upstairs alone in my bed. I try so hard to give them hints, show them I'm breaking, but no one cares. Little do they know I'm still haunted by my demons. There is no cure for this. Even if I find myself happy for a moment, I always end up back inside my hole. The happily ever after everyone is looking for or getting won't happen with me because villains don't get those. I saw myself as a villain. Girl, get your ass up and do something with your life. Little do they know while they're laughing and having a good time, my demons are destroying any happiness I have left. You know, I saw one of those boys who were in that group. Yeah, my mind flooded with memories of that night. I was down for the rest of the day. My mood completely changed, and my dad had the nerve to ask me if I was on my period. I was upset, and then my dad was like, "Are you on your period?" No. Not. I'm not. Oh, this one's sad. I want happiness. I want people at my school. No. I want what people at my school and people in movies have. Every day I see people in love. They have someone to hold, kiss, to call theirs. And I just have visions. I vision myself being that happy. And they always end up... I picture myself being that happy and they always end up at acting. Is that my soulmate? If so, why can't I even get a real audition? You see, every time I try to find happiness, it always backfires and destroys a part of me. That's so sad. Aww. Oh, this is deep. Almost. I used to hate that word. I hated almost. Like, I hate that word. Like, you almost loved me. You almost achieved. You almost survived. The word almost represents failing at something. As much as I hate that word, it symbolizes my life. I almost had her. I almost got the acting job. I almost did it. I almost. That's just what I do. I almost. I can't seem to replace that word with actually. Like I actually did something. The only time I use that word is when I'm doing something wrong. Mahua actually was a disappointment. You see, everyone thinks I'm happy when really all I can think about is what I failed at. Girl, you were depressed, huh? It's okay. Oh, this is when I started dating stuff. Me telling myself I joined the JV soccer team. Yay. This is when I met my ex-girlfriend at that time. This is when we broke up. This is when we got back together. Give me a second. June 12, 2017, I wrote a letter to God. Dear God, if you're out there, what the f*** are you doing to me? I'm trying so hard to be okay with the challenges you put in my life, making me stronger. You're putting me through so much bullshit for what? You want me to... This is triggering. You want me to kill myself? You can't kill me yourself? I never asked to be born. You put me on Earth I was never ready to be on. If your plan is to test my breaking point, then it's working. You've destroyed me with your dumb tests. That was to God. 2017. Okay. I totally forgot about these. This is my second one. This is like afterwards, almost like. This is basically, I never really, in any of my journal entries, introduced who I was, basically. So this was November 14th, 2017. Hello, my name is Mahua Elise Lee. This is how my journal should have started, but it's kind of too late for that. So a little about myself. I'm suicidal, I'm depressed, I've got anxiety, and I have anger issues. Sounds bad, doesn't it? Well, before you judge me, let's travel to the past. April 11, 2001, little old me was born in Pinehurst, North Carolina. Some would say I was planned, but let's face it, my older sister, aka the first child, had 2 middle names for a reason. Now skipping ahead, my birth mom was a drunk druggie. She was pregnant too, but someone was bold enough to tell me DSS. What? Oh, someone was bold enough to tell DSS, and while my dad was in the Navy, DSS took me and my sister away. We weren't old enough to know what was going on. 6 months later, my dad got me and going back. My dad was already remarried to my stepmom, Rebecca. This was only the beginning. When me and my brother were caught playing water in my brother's bathroom, he took us to the kitchen and told us to get on our knees and filled up 2 big-ass bowls filled with water and made my brother and I hold them above our heads for 2 hours. If we spilt it, he beat our butts and refilled the bowl. I don't see that discipline. I see it as torture. That's it for today. Next time, it gets juicy. And I never wrote again in here. So that was the end of that journal. How this got torn up, me and my ex-girlfriend, I got a dog, a husky named Sammy. She's currently in Colorado right now, being well taken care of. She bit it. She got into my journal. This is my newer one. My first journal entry, I got this journal when I was in a mental hospital. My first journal entry, I didn't date it because I didn't know what day it was. I don't know what it is. I don't even know how long I've been in this hospital. All I know is I want to get out. I know my mistakes and I want to make up for it. No. Dear future lover. I wrote that. I was gonna write a script and I wrote the script idea. That's cool. Okay, I'm not gonna say the names because the names are in here, so I'm not gonna, but this is when I had fell for someone. Here I go again, falling for someone who doesn't love me back. She was too good for me. I felt this coming. I chose to ignore it again. I tried so hard not to let history repeat itself, but it did. I fell for a girl. She made promises. I believed them, and then she left. Yeah, I'm the one crying. I'm the one begging. I'm the one pretending I'm okay. She's fine. She's living her life, and I'm stuck here broken into pieces. This isn't anything new to her. She's broken many others before. She knows the feeling of being chased. Why wouldn't she? She's so beautiful. I look back and I'm like, I don't know why I wrote this, but I just wrote this. Dang, girl, you're so sad. I want to get to a good one. This was 2 days after my birthday this year. It's crazy to think I'm actually 19 now. I still remember telling blank I'd never make it to 17. Every birthday after 17 is proof that I beat depression. I also got Dinah Jane saying happy birthday to me on video. I couldn't stop crying. One day I'll find my future wife. A part of me still... I gotta mark that out. No, okay. I'm not reading what that said. So, this is the wrap, because now I've been using this for, you know, art. You know, there's lyrics in here. And then my last journal entry was May 1st. Not reading that either. But yeah, those are my journals. Maybe I'm... Oh, and then I have the playlist. These are like today stuff that I put in there. Playlist live. And then, oh, I have the hospital bands still. This is when I went to the mental hospitals. For the hospital. First the hospital, then the mental hospitals. This is when I worked at Sonic for a week. They fired me. This is when I went to Thompson Valley. When my hair was like this for some reason. Honestly, Thompson Valley High School was the worst years of my life. Amen to that. Preach it, bitch. That's not... If you think that's all, that's not. But I don't want to put everything on the internet, you know? Some things I'd like to just be like, you ask me and I'm like, oh, I don't know. So yeah, that's me. This is who I am. This is me. This is me. This is me. Okay, well, I'm sorry if that triggered you. I hope you're doing okay. Remember, you are strong. You can get through anything. And if I can get through all that, you can get through anything. Yuki, Gona's little white rabbit. Ooh, I hate that mother. But one time, that mother trucker got out, right? And I was sleeping on the side and I went like this and then I was like, oh, there's something back here. The mother trucker was behind me. So I was like, oh, you're so cute. So I put him on my neck and I was like, he peed on me. Yeah. And for some reason I have Madison beer in my memory box. I don't know why. I just saw this recently. Like when I got my memory box back, I looked in it and I was like, that's Madison beer. Maybe it was foreshadowing that she was gonna notice me. Maybe I'm the lesbian. Girl, what is your color coding? That does not match.
What are you doing? What? What are you and Gona taking downstairs?
The cabinet that was upstairs?
What cabinet?
Yeah, give it to her so she put her clothes in there.
Oh, look at that. I'm a lesbian.